Free Guy? Spoiler free though. Welcome to the spoiler free review for Free Guy. This is going to be short. I'm just going to talk about what I liked and what I didn't like, and let's get into it. Ryan Reynolds, start with this guy. He's Ryan Reynolds in this movie. So if you don't like Ryan Reynolds, how he acts in his movies, then he's full 130% Ryan Reynolds in this movie. He's just like Deadpool. He's just like Deadpool. He's Ryan Reynolds, bro. That's all I can say. The Green Lantern, everything, anything you've seen Ryan Reynolds do, he's all the way that. But it works in this movie, obviously. Look at the freak. You see the trailers. It works in this movie. This movie is over the top on purpose. It's a video game movie. He lives in a video game world. And like you've seen in the trailers, he finds the glasses that show him the video game world that he's already living in. But now he gets to see it as the humans on the outside world get to see it. And yeah, this movie, don't take it too serious, even though it kind of tries to get a little serious at some parts. It gets a little heartfelt. They put some of that in there, but at the end of the day, this is just a fun movie. Lots of action. The CGI, you can forgive a lot of it looks good. The CGI looks really good, I'll say that. But when you feel like it starts to get a little CG, your brain just automatically doesn't care, because like, it's a video game. So you're not looking for the highest fidelity of CGI, because it's a video game world. So you're already automatically not taking that too serious. The CGI, even though it's good, but some parts gets a little fuzzy. The action's dope though. The choreography was on point. The director had some dope ass shots. He was hitting some nice angles, some nice focus pans with the choreography. He was really sticking to the action. Pretty nice. They don't cut away from a lot of stuff because it's a video game, so they show a lot of stuff go down, which is nice. I didn't care for the real world stuff that was going on, like from the human player sides when they would switch to the real world. Taika Waititi plays the CEO. I think as I liked him, I still didn't care much for what was going on out there. There were some funny scenes out there in the real world, that's for sure. But at the end of the day, I was definitely glued to what was going on inside of the game. And there was a moment in the third act, like a sequence that went down, and I gotta tell you, my theater was packed to the brim, no seats left behind, full house. And then during this sequence, you'll know it when it comes. I promise you that. You will know that sequence when it comes. Da, 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 da. All right. I'll tell you that, but there's I want to say like at least like five straight minutes of just pure pulling out all the stops, trying to get the crowd went crazy. It felt like I was watching Star Wars: The Force Awakens when it released, like when Star Wars first came back and the theater was screaming at the top of their lungs. It felt like I was watching Avengers 1 in theaters in 2012, crowd screaming at the top of their lungs. It was absolutely insane. Like I was getting a little loud, but like I was like, damn, y'all, welcome back to the theaters, y'all, you don't remember this? Fuck, they was going crazy. Like they was going crazy. I cannot wait to see, because this movie comes out tonight officially at 7 p.m. for most theaters and on a Thursday screening. So I can't wait to see how people react to that, bro. That shit it was some tight scenes too, right? That was tight. And then there was a lot of dope cameos to follow those scenes. So that was amazing. That was awesome. I just cannot believe the theater response, bro. That blew me away. I was like, damn. Okay, I guess I'm gonna scream loud with y'all. What's up? And then right after some of that stuff happened, I was like, wait, who owns this movie? I didn't know. I completely spaced on what studio even made this movie. 20th Century Fox made this movie. 20th Century Fox is owned by Disney. When I left the theater and I looked at the poster again, I was like, oh, no wonder they did all that shit. I was like thinking, like, how the freak did they get the music, the characters, the the props. I was like, what the frick? How they doing all this shit? But it made so much more sense when I realized Disney owns this movie. So I was like, okay. I get it. I was like thinking they had to pay some money for that shit. But no, they good. It came with the territory. And yeah, the first act was, I think the second act was the only act I was like starting to get, I wouldn't say bored, but I was like, some of it, because it was the real world stuff. The real world, like outside the game, was heavy in the second act, and that's why that makes more sense to me. That's why I was starting to just, you know, kind of slide back in my seat and kick back a little bit more. In that third act, when that sequence came out, I got up on myself. Oh shit, okay, I'm back in it. Let's go. I'm back on the ride. I had to go use the bathroom during the second sequence. I didn't actually, but like, try to use like a metaphor. I feel like I was at a theme park and I was waiting in line during the second sequence, and I finally got back on the ride during that third part. That shit was tight. And yeah, the story, it's not, I can't really say nothing without spoiling the story. But for the, you know, Free Guy, he's a guy that lives in Free City. His name is Guy. Free Guy. I don't feel like he gets more complicated than that. He has a good friendship with the community. And yeah, I mean, yeah, the story's okay. It's nothing crazy. You're not gonna leave the movie pondering the thematic themes of the story. You might, but I doubt it. It's still at the core about video game characters. The real world stuff, you might think about it for like 5 minutes. I don't know if you're that person. There's a lot of cameos, not only from like movie stars, but Twitch people, YouTube people. They're out throughout this whole movie. Shout out to Pokemon. Shout out to Ninja, I guess. And there's more, obviously a lot more. Some of them I won't even tell you because that shit was, I wasn't expecting that. That shit was funny, bro. But yeah, I guess that's about it. I'll give this movie a rating. Easy rating for me, just 7 out of 10. It was fun. Had a good time. The theater, the crowd was going crazy. I was not expecting that at all. Coming for this movie with Ryan, I was just not expecting a thunderous response in the theater. Like, I'm talking about next level. For this movie, fuck, I mean, yeah, maybe some laughs here and there, but they went crazy. It was crazy. I didn't stay for the end to see if there's an end credit, which I should have. I feel like they might have, just for fun, I feel like they might have put something in. I'm not saying they're setting up a sequel. They might have thrown, so I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out in the next couple days if there was an end credit scene. But yeah, thank you for pulling up to this review. I'm just a guy with a camera and a mic. And I'm out. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong. Just a little subscribe. Subscribe is my I don't see nothing wrong. Go ahead and hit that like button. Oh, you know I like that. Now you better hit subscribe. Oh, bitch, you gonna die.